This video will look at the option that I'm calling the public display, and all that is a screen that you can have. Let's say you've got a large LED or LCD TV. A DLP TV is not recommended. It's a digital light projector. The LCD or LED you can see much easier outside. But so all you do is you have this show public display option, and what that does is that pulls up a screen that you can drag over to another monitor, and you can Google search how to extend your desktop so you can show two desktops on one computer. But you can drag this over and maximize it like this, and once it's maximized you can set the font however big you need, and so it's as large as it can be. And what happens is, let me make this a little bit smaller so you can see both screens here. Maybe that'll work. But what happens is, let's say you're using the manual version and you type a number in. It will, as soon as you type the number in to display that finisher, it'll display their finishing name, the finisher's name and their time. Obviously, if I had this maximized even more, it'd show the name and stuff even bigger. But you can set the duration for how long the name and time is shown. For example, let's set it for 7 seconds and add a new finisher, and so now it should show it even longer. So you can set it for however high or low you want. Let's drop it down to 1 second, and this time I'm actually going to use the RFID reader. Let me tell it to start listening. Okay. So I believe that it's listening for tags. Yeah. So if I hold a tag up, let me hold quite a few up. Okay, so just 3 or 4 people have finished right then. It'll cycle through each person, their name and their time. Let me set the duration higher so you can see it easier. We'll set it for 4 seconds. So I just had 3 or 4 people finish there. And so let me make this bigger again. So it cycles through all the names, all the times, and so as they finish, they can see their time pop up right away. If you've got 3 or 4 people, then of course it gives each person a little bit of time and shows their information. You could also have it to where you can check this option here that says cycle through all finishers, and what you do is whenever it doesn't see a finisher, it cycles through existing finishers, and it'll go in order of how they play. So it's got Jim Holland finished 3rd, here's his time. Now if in the middle of this another tag is presented, it'll automatically show that finisher, and then it picks right back up where it left off. Place number 5, place number 6. Let me present another tag. Let me see if I can find one. Let me see if I find one. Hadn't been read yet. Okay, there's one. And so you'll see when it comes back to it, it comes back to the time where it left off. So the good thing about this screen is that if you've timed enough races, you know that people like to walk up in the heat of the moment and say, "Hey, how did I do? What was my time?" And now with my program, of course, you can just hit one button and the results print out, and you can tell them to grab those if you want. But when I do that, I find that everyone comes up. Instead of like sharing the results and passing them around, everyone wants their own copy. And so with this feature, I can tell everyone, "Hey, just go watch the screen. You'll see your time. You'll see your place and everything." And so this should save you quite a bit of headache. And like I said, if you don't have a finish line clock, or even if you do have one, this is a nice feature to have. So I added another thing here that is called Show a Custom Message. So you can actually pull this up before your race or after your race. Before the race, you may say, "Thank you for coming out," or even you can say the same message afterwards, but like, "Thanks for coming out to the whatever 5K," or "Please pick up all trash," or just any kind of message you want. Or you can display the website that's going to have the results. That, for example, let's say that you see a friend and he's all by himself and you've got plenty of time to do it. You could say, "Go Steve," or something like that, and then right before he gets there you can click on this button to clear it, and it shows the clock back again. Or you can just manually clear the text. Go Brian. And so if you clear the text out, it brings the clock back up. So anyways, that's the little public display feature. I think you'll find it kind of handy. Of course, if you adjust the clock over here, let's adjust it up some. and you hit save, it'll automatically adjust this clock too. So should be a much easier clock if you have like one of those big metal clocks, you know, that you hit a button and it starts the time. This should be a much easier clock to adjust and probably even an easier clock to see than those clocks there. But so anyways, this is this feature, and I hope you enjoy it.